proper form, still using a progressive overload approach. That still applies because you will eventually have to raise the weight even if you use the RPE of 8. You're going to have to put in heavier weight to stay at that RPE of 8, or it's going to eventually be RPE of 5. You don't want that. So getting back to the 9-set example. Hey gang, welcome back to Mark's 60 Plus Fitness Journey. Now, in my previous video that I uploaded, which I will link up here in the corner just in case you haven't had a chance to look at it. In that video, I was talking about a new and improved / revived workout program, specifically a 4-day workout program. And it's got this moniker of easier. I want it to be easier for me at 64, nearly 65 years old. And in that video, I alluded to the fact that I do have a propensity, particularly in this workout realm, to overdo it. And I want to dial that back. I don't want to constantly be putting on Tiger Balm and ice packs and, taking acetaminophen and things like that. And that's the path I was going towards, and I think that's counterproductive. If I'm going to sacrifice bodily comfort just for the little bit of ego boost of a heavier deadlift or getting better at front squats, I don't think that's worth it. I think what I want to do is focus on a more reasonable, rational, easier, if you will, workout program. And that's what I've got here is this 4-day workout program. It just happens to be a 4-dayer at this point. The easy doesn't automatically mean it has to be a 4-day workout program. And I'd also like to say, just remember, this is geared towards Mr. Mark here, this 64-year-old man. Now, you might be able to glean some good stuff out of this. And on the other hand, after you watch this video and you see this, you may be able to pass along some good info for me. So let's go ahead and jump into this easier 4-day workout program I've devised for myself. Okay, as with all daily workout programs, it starts with day 1. And again, arbitrarily here, I've just picked day 1 to be legs. I'm a big proponent of legs have to be a part of a workout program or it's just not complete. The older we get, the more important it is to have leg strength and make sure we keep as much muscle mass on those legs as possible. So leg day is important. Day 1, legs. Now for me, I'm not doing squats. I'm not doing front squats. I'm not doing barbell squats. Let's say that. I'm not doing barbell squats. I am doing a form of squats, hack squats in this case. But here, my leg day is primarily going to consist of, I guess, machine presses, that kind of stuff, like a leg press. I love a leg press. I'll do 3 good working sets of leg presses, and I'll talk more about the set ranges and the RPE, the rate of perceived effort I'm going to use on each of these and why in a second. So leg presses leg presses or hack squats. I will not do both of these on the same leg session. I'm going to do some hamstring work in the form of leg curls and RDLs. And the RDLs would be my last choice there, but I do like a nice Romanian deadlift. So quads are going to be covered with the leg presses and or hack squats, hamstrings, of course, leg curls, RDLs, and then finish up with some leg extensions. And this may evolve a little bit in the number of exercises accessible, but not the total rep range, which again, I'll talk about in a second. Now, day 2 for me is back day. It's going to be back and biceps. This is all pretty basic stuff here. This is not rocket science programming, as you could probably tell. But now for me, excuse me, my back day is going to consist primarily of pull-ups And I'm going to dial that back a little bit on the pull-ups. As a matter of fact, I've got a video that I'm editing now about a back day I just did yesterday that I want to show you that will talk a little bit more about my pull-up approach. But pull-ups for back day, machine and cable rows. So machine, cable, vertical pull downs, cable rows, that type of thing. And even maybe in lieu of that, do some machine like T-bar rows or high rows, that kind of thing. And then I'll follow that up with 6 sets of biceps and calves. I'll do calves on back and bicep day. Now, day 3 is going to be chest and triceps. Pretty common combination right there. Again, this is a pretty simple approach. Now here, I'm going to deviate a little bit from what I was doing. That was chest day was bench press. I'm going to get away from bench presses and start focusing on push-ups. For years, I'd say 3 or 4 years, when I first started out about 8.5 years ago in my restart, my rebirth into fitness 8.5 years ago, I was doing push-ups and they seem to work wonders for me. I think calisthenic body weight movements are great. And so I'm going to focus on push-ups. And the next time I do a chest tricep day, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the push-up concept in my mind too. Now, along that line, I could also do some dips there too. I probably will do dips in lieu of push-ups on some days. And I'll also include some incline machine presses, maybe some incline dumbbell presses, and cable flies. I love cable flies. I forgot to list this on here for some reason, but since it's tricep day, we're going to include 6 sets of triceps. Well, so make sure you write that in your notes. 6 sets of triceps. Now, here's the crux of the matter. After every 3rd workout, I am going to take a day off. A scheduled, structured day off, which I've been really good about lately. And I'm going to take that day off. I will walk. I'll do my daily cardio walking, but that's it. No resistance training, no gym, nothing. Just rest and take care of chores, wash some laundry, buy some groceries, that kind of stuff. Take a nap. Then we'll get back on the wagon, finish up the 4-day workout with shoulders and calves. And again, I'm going to use a dedicated shoulder day, which a lot of people don't agree with, but I like a dedicated shoulder day, so I'm going to stick with it. And again, on this dedicated shoulder day, I'm going to cover the front, side, and rear delts. And I'm going to focus on the rear first, because I think most people kind of, give the rear delts a little bit of a short shrift, if you will. So include me. So I want to focus on rear delts first, then side, then front. And it's going to be a total of 9 sets of shoulder work, no more. And again, when I get to my next shoulder day, I'm going to record that and explain what I'm doing with that. Now, let's continue over here to the right here. Every day, I'm going to walk. If it's I'm sure there'll be days where I won't, but it'll be because of weather or some other thing, that's not preventing me from doing it. But generally, I'm walking in the morning, first thing, and it's 45. I try to get 45 minutes at least in. I want to get half of my daily, or more than half of my daily steps in first thing in the morning, get it over with. And I say get it over with. It's not really like that, because I love walking in the morning. I love that part of my day. And I want to limit these workouts to 40 minutes, no more than 40 minutes. I want to get in, do it, do what I'm going to do, and do it correctly, and get out. And I am also going to limit my primary working sets, the main working sets, to 3 working sets. Now, each of those working sets may have a different RPE well, the RPE is always going to be around 8. That's what I want to leave my rate of perceived effort. I want to finish off at about an 8, whereas I will have a rep or 2 or 3 still in the tank with after each set. Now, right here, I say at 8 to 10 reps. Now, obviously, that's not going to count for pull-ups or push-ups in particular. So with the pull-ups, that may be 10 to 12 reps at an RPE of 8. Whereas the push-ups may be 25 or 30, maybe 40 push-ups at an RPE of 8. Meaning I'll have a few more reps in my push-ups and a few more reps in my pull-ups. I'm just not going to max out every set of everything I do, whether it be body weight stuff or dumbbell, cable / machine press stuff. I don't want to max every set out. I want to leave a couple of reps in the tank. However, I want to do each set correctly. Mind-muscle connection. It's a trite experience, it's a trite saying. You hear it all the time, but it is very, very important. Now with my workout partner, Howard, it's one of the biggest things I'm trying to focus on with him is make sure that when we're doing an exercise, I'll ask him, say, Howard, what are we exercising here? If we're doing curls, what are we exercising? Our biceps. If we're doing rear delts, if we're doing an exercise, I want you to understand this exercise is to work your rear delts. So make sure your mind contracts that muscle. Meaning, I may limit the RPE to 8, and I may limit the total sets to 3 of each movement, but I'm going to do each one effectively, efficiently, and correctly, making that muscle do the exercise. And I do want to say I want to limit the totality of each one of these days to about 9 sets of work. That may not sound like a lot, I know, but let's say leg day, 3 sets of leg presses and/or 3 sets of hack squats. If they're done correctly, RPE of 8, proper form, still using a progressive overload approach. That still applies because you will eventually have to raise the weight even if you use the RPE of 8. You're going to have to put in heavier weight to stay at that RPE of 8, or it's going to eventually be RPE of 5. You don't want that. So getting back to the 9-set example, leg day, leg presses, 3 sets, leg curls, RDLs, whatever hamstring work I choose for that day, 3 sets, leg extensions, 3 sets, a total of 9. Now, the one exception to that may be back and biceps. Since we're doing 6 sets of bicep work, maybe 12 total sets of total work on back and bicep day. Same with chest and triceps. So I guess having said that, I guess the 9-set rule applies to legs only, and then 12 total sets apply to back, biceps, chest, triceps. But no more than that. That's plenty. Again, well, shoulder day would be 9 total sets. And again, as I get into these workouts and I'm able to record them in the gym, I'll give you specifics of each one of these. And as I said, I have a back and bicep one queued up. I'm editing today, as a matter of fact. I'll edit this today and then get the back and bicep one out shortly. But I just wanted to present this to you and let me know or show it to you to give you an idea of what I'm doing with my easier 4-day workout program. And again, it doesn't have to be a 4-day program. That's just what I'm using here. And the key is every 3rd day for me, making sure I take that 3rd day off and rest and lower the total volume of work. And as I said, I've been doing this a while. I think it works well. I really feel stronger. I feel better. I don't have any nicks or dings or kinks in me right now. So I'm pretty stoked about this. And I'm also stoked about the fact that I was able to convince myself to take a week off totally from the gym. That was awesome. And I do plan on at least 2 of those 1 week offs from the gym every 12 months. That's my plan. I think it works. I really do. So anyway, there it is. My easier 4-day workout program. So give it a look at. Let me know what you think. This could apply to home gym, calisthenic work, I guess. It could apply to regular gym work like I do. It's not rocket science. And it has given me a breath of fresh air regarding my mindset and going to the gym. And I do love going to the gym. So if I know I'm getting tired, starting to not necessarily look as much forward to it as I was, I know something's wrong, so it's time to reset. And that's what we're doing. So anyway, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you do me the kindness of hitting that like button, hitting that notification bell, share this with your friends. And if you haven't already, please consider clicking that subscribe button. We'd love to have you. More to follow. And with that, I'll say, till next time, go get 'em. Mark out.